Resident Evil 2! My personal favorite of the original trilogy. It features an A and B scenario system where you play through the A scenario, and it affects certain parts of the B scenario. For the purposes of this video, I'll be playing Leon A and Claire B. Wait, what do you mean Leon is busy? I gotta play the A scenario first with him. Alright, that's it. I'm coming to Raccoon City, and you'd best hope I don't find Leon and his scrawny ass there. Alright, let's see what Oh, zombies. Right. I push past the many zombies and make it to a gun shop. However, I'm held at gunpoint by an ugly bastard with a shotgun. He tries to get me to do something foul, but thankfully a bunch of zombies break the glass and begin devouring him. I rush out and expertly evade more zombies, and I'm finally able to make it to the RPG. I make my way to a room where I find a random cop who gives me a key card and tells me to get out of there. I try to help him, however his basketball is eating to show as he points a gun at me. I begrudgingly take the card and scan it into the computer to open two doors. I enter a room with a magical box to store my items in and walk past a window. Sure it was nothing, I just have to keep What the fuck is that? I run past the abomination and light up another painting with my lighter, revealing a red gem. After taking it, I gun down a bunch of zombies and move some statues to reveal another gem. I gun down some more zombies and make it to the STARS office, finding Chris's diary and a picture of Rebecca that she shoved in there. His diary reveals that he is hiding from Rebecca in Europe, and that he suspects the chief of police is corrupt. Just then a woman enters the room and introduces herself as Chris's sister, Claire. I tell her brother is hiding in Europe before rushing off with this cool unicorn medal I found. I head back to the main hall, avoiding the molesting hands through the windows, and insert the medal into the statue to reveal a key. Yet again I rush back to where I just was, making a quick stop for a crank, which will help us later. Making my way through, my fat ass breaks the floor. This works to my advantage, as I then solve a puzzle which nets me a chess piece. I make it to Crank Central, where I crank harder than anyone ever has before, lowering the staircase. Anyways, I shoot some more zombies and find an extremely generic key. I find valvesoftware.com and use it to spray a healthy dose of piss on the burning helicopter. When that's over with, I place the two red gems into place, netting me another chess piece and a key. Once that all is over with, I use the generic key and find upgrade parts for my handgun. Using the other key I found gets me another key. Really? I shoot Will Smith to death before heading off to use these keys. I gun down like 1,000 more zombies as I unlock doors left and right, getting jumped by a licker and using my epic skills to seal off some windows. Time to go into the basement. I fix the power supply, activating the keycard reader outside. After that, I evade dogs and find myself in a parking lot. Oh shit. The woman who shot at me introduces herself as Ada Wong and tells me she's looking for some dickhead named Ben. I help her move a van and we find Ben, who tells us to get lost as he hands me a crowbar to harness my inner Gordon Freeman. This allows me to open a manhole and find some giant spiders I ignore. After that, I find some contraption that I insert all of the chess pieces I have currently into. Ada alarms me and proceeds to jump through a hole in the wall. After a few seconds, she throws the key and the map through the hole and tells me to escape from the city. I take a detour and grab a red key card, which I use on the door, and receive a bunch of ammo and 2 more inventory slots for my trouble. Heading back into the RPG, I find a magnum, which I will use maybe once in the run, perhaps. I do a puzzle which gifts me with the absolute honor of carrying a gear. I put the gear into place and it begins moving. Thank goodness Ada wasn't here to get caught in it. I find the final chess piece and jump down a chute, to which I hear Ben getting attacked by some sort of rape demon. I find him and he hands me a note which confirms the chief of police is corrupt. Wow, the elites and people in control are evil. Say it ain't so. Ben then gives birth from his chest, ripping it open, and it scurries away. I put the final chess piece in and... oh, how they grow up so fast, don't they? I gun down Ben's unholy offspring with my deagle and head into the sewers. Ada drops down from the ceiling, somehow not bracing her legs. I confront her for running away like twice and she agrees to follow me throughout the sewers. We take an elevator down and Ada rushes after some random blonde lady. I take a bullet to save Ada's life and she thanks me by leaving me to die without even bandaging my wound. She finds the blonde lady who tells her that her husband was gunned down by umbrella goons, so he had to inject himself with unfiltered G fuel and was transformed into a monster. While she is monologuing, Ada just walks up to her and karate chops her off a cliff. I finally wake up and rush to where I hear gunshots. Do not ask what is going on with my torso, I don't know either, man. Dodging past spiders, I make it to Ada, who is shooting at the water. Oh hi, Gator. I feed the Gator a conveniently placed explosive tank, and run towards Ada with my gun in order to politely ask her why she abandoned me. However, I fall to my knees due to the blood loss before I can shoot her. All feelings of revenge dissipate from my mind as she touches me seductively. This stops the bleeding thanks to all my blood rushing away from my open wound and into someplace else. I place 2 random quarters I found into some slots and this stops the waterfall. I would just walk through it, but it's a waterfall in a sewer. My legs are already covered in shit, I don't want the rest of my body to be as well. As we rush through, the entire facility shakes. This is ignored, however, as we both get on a tram to... oh. Big meaty claw is now stabbing the tram. Ada wastes her ammo on it whilst I simply dodge the strikes. After that's finished, I gun down more zombies with my pistol. This is where we find one of my favorite weapons in video game history, baby. The fully upgraded RE2 shotgun. This thing is a true boomstick, blowing off zombies' heads and arms in a single shot. And that sound effect. Oh. This will be the only weapon I use from now on. Anyways, me and Ada find a shrine which I activate, and we have a romantic moment to— oh shit! No! That bastard. He's gonna pay for ruining a fine set of Asian ass and titties. I walk out to eliminate this +1 and find— holy moly. I begin blasting the thing with my shotty, destroying it in 12 shots. With this, the tram finally arrives at its destination. I princess carry Ada to a bed.
Welcome back. Hey, take Take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you. I know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
Where I tell the rest. From here, the lab beckons me. Moving right along, I restore power, grab a flamethrower, burn plant creatures to death, you know, the usual. Before finding a computer which I scan my hand into for some reason. Anyways, I find a keycard and used on a door where I find a floppy disk with Doom on it. After leaving, the blonde lady confronts me about killing her husband. Sure, lady, whatever you say. Before I blow her head off with my shotgun, a stillpipe is tired as I am of the dumbass. You can't kill that zombie, he is person I know. And hits her in the head. Noticing that a self-destruct sequence has been initiated, I decide to light a fire under my ass and get going. Ada confronts me and tells me to handle the Z-virus I used off the blonde lady's corpse. However, before I can negotiate with her, she gets shot by that blonde lady with her enhanced dramatic cutscene gun. No! I needed to get at least something from this trip to Raccoon City besides a probable inflection from the sewers.
It's over. Just let me go.
Shut up! You're gonna make it!
It's too late. We both know it.
No! I promised you that we would escape. You just have to help me out here.
I really wanted to escape with you. Escape from everything. Goodbye.
Ada!
Well, maybe Clara's still alive. I proceed forward and... oh, come on, it's this asshole again. Anyways, I blast him with more shotgun pellets and finally escape to a train which Clara is driving. To which I find... there's the kid on the train. Whatever, she can wait in the back whilst the two adults have a discussion. Well, it's the end of my story. It ended kind of abruptly, but there you go. Alright, we have to see what stupid shit Clara got up to whilst I was fighting for my life in the A scenario. Clara's heading off to meet her brother, Chris. However, is shocked whenever she stops for some gas and discovers some dude eating out another dude's asshole. Horrified, Clara immediately rushes out and is saved by Leon. So that's where he was. Anyways, after Leon and Clara escape in a police car, when suddenly some prick in a truck rams into him. What an asshole. She escapes and makes her way to the RPG where Paul Blart shoots two innocent people and a shopper in his insane delirium. Ignoring this, she heads into the RPG and finds a copy of the valve I found in my story. She releases water on the burning shopper. I guess it somehow caught on fire again after I got there. After that, they drop in the guy, who gets easily dropped after a few 9mm rounds. Claire then does almost the exact same things I did in the A scenario somehow. The only thing is that she finds a bomb She blows the helicopter wreckage sky high before running into the police chief with some dead chick. Very innocent scenario. Who hasn't had a dead woman sprawl out on their desk before? She finds a little girl and immediately tries to steal the cool necklace she had. Claire is unable to rob the girl as she runs off. She instead takes a heart key left from the corpse. She clears out like 1,000 zombies from every room as she uses the keys. Claire heads down into the basement where she finds the little girl again. She tries to steal the cool necklace yet again. However, the kid crawls through a hole and tosses the key to Claire. Claire then proceeds to restore power again and get the machine gun I left in the locker for her. She then does the same exact puzzles I did and gets some weird stone tablets from them instead of the chess pieces. After all that, she puts the tablets into place, opening a secret passage behind where the police chief was. This takes her to some crazy medieval dungeon where she finds the chief who points a gun at her. Thankfully, he gets grabbed and ripped in half. Holy shit. I guess he's half the man he thought he was. Anyways, I gun down the guy who ripped him in half and then head to the sewers. The kid suddenly teleports in and makes a loud noise to alert the guy Claire was hiding from. After running away, the little girl gets caught in an actual Scooby-Doo trap as Claire shrugs her shoulders and leaves. She finds me bleeding out from my gunshot wound and I tell her to rescue that sexy Asian chick. Heading further into the sewers, she finds the girl's mother, who is revealed to be the same blonde lady who shot me. Claire leaves her there and finds 2 more quarters she used to stop the waterfall. She calls the tram. Me and Ada went on back up, and the kid uses her teleportation powers yet again to tag along. She then gets the train. Me and Ada went on back working after playing a game of Five Nights at Freddy's. And downing that guy yet again. Claire gets the train moving and has to fight a stronger version of the monster I fought on the train. This is easily dealt with as Claire has a machine gun, electricity gun, grenade launcher, bow launcher, which shoots out like 5 bow arrows per shot, and a pistol. She then hands her jacket to the little girl and runs off as she notices that the train stopped. Alrighty, Claire claws through a vent and... Are you kidding me? This is some Looney Tunes ass shit right here. Venturing further into this, like, engine room, we get to my all-time favorite part of classic Resident Evil. Slowly pushing a box to where it needs to go. After that is done with, she restores power to the elevator and is finally in the lab. Almost immediately upon entering the lab, Claire goes on a violent rampage, killing everything inside with her grenade launcher. You know the drill, she does everything I did in the A scenario until she finds a bunch of monsters where it seems the kid is yet again in danger. Judging by how close that monster is to her and how far away Claire is, I think the only thing she is going to be saving is a bloody mess on the ground, but alright, I guess we can try to save the kid. Alright, Claire, let's go. Where are you going? The kid's chances of survival were low before, but now she is almost certainly dead. Well, at least you got a single clip for your machine gun. I just hope it was worth the little girl's life. Somehow the kid is still alive when Claire gets to her. I guess this Frankenstein-looking creature took a break for a while. She finally gets the little girl's necklace, however realizes that maybe it isn't worth getting her head caved in by a 10-foot tall creature, and throws it into the lava where the creature takes a majestic dive into. She runs away and finds the kid mourning her dead mother. Oh, boo-hoo, my father is a giant flesh abomination, my mom is dead. Grow up! Anyways, Claire takes her into the escape train and the self-destruct sequence activates. She then restores power to the train, but is then attacked by the monster, who got a nice tan from his lava bath and is ready to end this. Claire guns down the monster with a machine gun and is tossed a rocket launcher by a mysterious figure. The monster is blown sky high after Claire makes the worst one-liner of all time, and finally escapes this nightmare. This brings us to me jumping on the train and us blasting off into the Come on, what is it now? Claire runs off and the train has a self-destruct sequence. Are you kidding me? Claire faces off against the final form of the kid's father as I desperately look for a way out of this train. Run, this train is gonna go up in flames any second. Well guys, we did it. Claire, where are we going? You can have fun going to Europe. I'm just gonna go home and play some fucking games, man. I am tired, my legs are covered in shit, I still have a bullet wound in my arm, and I just lost the finest Asian ass I've ever seen. Go on and do whatever you want, Claire, I'm just leaving.